If your goal in 2025 is to pursue a business model that can generate you 10, 100, even $1 million a month, this video will be for you. And I know how unbelievable that sounds because I was once in your shoes. I know people that are profiting this much every single month. And I'm a big believer in proof over promise, so I have the case studies to prove this. And all that aside, the reason that they are seeing this much success is because they are taking advantage of this one thing right now, which I'm going to be covering in today's video. Now, over the course of my time being in the game and being able to scale my personal businesses and to be able to generate $20+ million for all of my clients, there's an opportunity right now that I know you can take advantage of and see the exact same success. And what is crazy about this, it can transform a normal person like me to a serial entrepreneur with how much opportunity it has. Am I the smartest person? No. Do I work the most hours in a day? No. Am I a genius like Elon or Mark that can invent Facebook or SpaceX? Absolutely not. You do not have to learn 1,000 skills, spend thousands of dollars just to get the business up and running. You just have to take advantage of this one thing. And this one thing is the exact same thing that Mark Cuban, Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, who are billionaires by the way, and hundreds of other successful entrepreneurs, that if they lost it all, this is the exact same thing that they would hop back into. So not only am I going to be talking about one of the most lucrative opportunities that billionaires would pursue, I am also pairing this with one of the biggest trends that we are currently going through right now, AI. And this is the reason why so many people in my space have seen so much success and has pretty much positioned us in an inevitable cash flow business model. So if you're ready to lock in for 2025, this is one video you cannot miss. If you are tuning into this video right now, I am going to be covering the best business model to go and start in 2025 and for the next 10+ years, okay? Because right now we are going through one of the most lucrative money-making opportunities the internet and this digital world has ever seen right now. Okay, and to put it into simple words, you guys know if you got into Bitcoin before Bitcoin was a thing, you would be very, very wealthy. If you got into real estate before real estate was a thing, you would be very, very, very wealthy. Dropshipping. If you were in dropshipping when dropshipping was one of the hottest things on the internet, you would have been very, very, very successful. And right now, we are currently going through one of those business models. And if you hop on before this takes off, you'll end up very, very, very successful. And I know there's a lot of things on the internet, people making claims about business models that can make you money. And I was one of those people that was very skeptical. All right, so for people like myself that are asking, hey, can this work for me? I am a complete beginner. I have no knowledge on the business space. Like, is this even going to work out for me? I'm a big believer in proof over promise. So in this video, I am going to put my money where my mouth is and show you results of not only myself, but hundreds and thousands of other people that was once in your shoes. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. And if you guys don't know me, okay, my name is AJ. I'm the founder of two companies, The Concierge and Innovate. And my first business, The Concierge, I was able to scale it to about $5 million a year in my client portfolio, which led me to start Innovate. Essentially, I was able to amass $20 million generated for my clients in this online space. Okay, and to prove that, I also have my spreadsheets of cash collected for my first 5 months. As you can see here, about $500,000 generated for my business. Okay, and I can go over these thousands of screenshots that I've collected over the past couple of months, but I would rather not bore you with all of these screenshots of results that I've gotten for myself as well as my clients, okay? But I do not say this to brag. I do not say this to boast about my achievements. I say this coming from a position of I was once in your shoes before. I was once a person that had no idea how to make money on the internet. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to tell you about my story. Okay, so I was born and raised in Alaska to a first-generation family, okay, with parents that was immigrated from the Philippines in Vietnam to start a better life. And 18 years of my life, I lived in the lower class. I slept on 2 twin mattresses for 18 years of my life, and I never had more than $300 to my name. Okay, as you can see here, this is the condo that I lived in for 18 years of my life. This room exactly. Okay, I by no means come from any sort of money. Okay, I had no knowledge, and my parents had no knowledge of entrepreneurship or any business background. They worked 9 to 5s to provide for us. as well as myself working a 9 to 5. Okay. I made less than $400 per paycheck at my job. This is me at Fred Meyer's, or some people know King Soopers. It's a grocery store, making no more than $400 per paycheck. Okay. Once again, zero knowledge of any entrepreneurship background at all. Okay. This is me. I was a hooper back in the day with Hoop Dreams. Okay. And I say this as inspiration for you guys, that if I can make this business model work for me with pretty much no background, okay, I am literally just like you. I went to parties, okay, not the best times in my life, all right? This is not something I am proud of, but I am just like you, okay? And the question that you guys are asking is, how do you go from lower middle class, first generation family, immigrants, right? How do you go from this position to a person that is able to start 2 companies, multiple 7 to 8 figures, right? And work with some of the biggest names in the space? How do you do that? Okay. And it's going to be about the business model that I'm preaching today, high ticket sales. Okay. So through high ticket sales, I was able to generate my first $10,000 a month online. I was able to get my first ever apartment with my own money by myself, paid for. Okay. I was able to get my dream truck and make money from my laptop from pretty much anywhere in the world. Okay, I could travel and still make money, and pretty much put me in a position to never work a 9 to 5 again. Okay, and high ticket sales with no prior knowledge, I was able to found 2 companies, generate a portfolio of $20+ million. Okay, within my first year, 2 years in business. Okay. And I was able to do stuff like travel to Miami, right? The whole experience, provide for myself. Okay, here's the little truck that I copped. And from Alaska, all right, so don't judge me, all right? But how do you go, and this is the question that you guys are asking yourselves, how do you go from this to this? Okay, and it is very, very simple, okay? And it is literally the simplest, most lucrative opportunity, which I will cover right now. Okay, so high ticket sales. What is this business model, AJ? I have no idea, no knowledge, right? I'm gonna let you know. Okay, and I'm gonna let you know by first telling you guys why this business model works. Okay, and essentially you're partnering with online businesses that are selling coaching, online services, agencies, pretty much any online business that has what we call high ticket offers. These are people you can partner up with as one of their sales reps and essentially take on the fulfillment from them. Okay, so let me walk you through why this is printing so much money. Okay, in the online business space, and this is backed by literal stats. I asked ChatGPT, what is the current market cap for online businesses in the world? So this is not me boasting some random numbers. This is a real statistic, okay? In the online business space right now, we are currently at an $8 trillion market cap, okay? And there are currently about 5 million businesses that start every single year in our niche, in my niche, that need high ticket closers and high ticket appointment setters, okay? And I'm going to explain exactly how that works in the next couple slides, but I'm pretty much letting you know how much money is currently available in this niche, in this business model, okay? There's unlimited potential within this market, okay? It is currently a massive trend, and it is a huge wave of cash flow businesses that are currently starting right now. And we're currently growing at about $4 trillion per year in our market, in our business model, in my business model. $4 trillion every single year. I don't know if you guys know how insane that kind of growth is for pretty much any business model ever, but I'm going to be comparing this to the number one glorified business model that everybody thinks is going to bring them generational wealth and that they want to start eventually, which is real estate. Okay, so real estate. I'm going to be comparing how fast high ticket sales in my business model got to $1 trillion market cap compared to real estate. And for real estate, in order for that to get to $1 trillion market cap, I asked ChatGPT a comparison for me, and essentially it took them literally centuries. And for those that don't know how long centuries is, it's about 100 years. Okay. Real estate took multiple centuries to reach $1 trillion market cap. Okay. And in my business model, as you can see right here with the ChatGPT up, it took online businesses pretty much just 2 decades to reach $1 trillion market cap, which is insane. That kind of growth, you don't see that kind of growth with every business model. And also, for those of you that don't know how much money $1 trillion is, it's 900 billion plus 1, okay, which is a lot and a lot of money. And what's crazy is you guys have seen this industry grow firsthand. You might not notice it, but there are literally online businesses and CEOs that are starting their businesses every single day. There are literally thousands and pretty much millions, like ChatGPT said, 5 million online businesses that start every single year that you guys are seeing pop up. All right. And these are just some examples that I know of. Okay. And some of the people that I've worked with as well. There's 2 to 4 million, 5 million of these starting every single year. So why am I telling you this? Because this is the opportunity that you are seeing make so many people thousands of dollars, me and myself included, on the internet. Right now in the online business space, we are currently seeing way too many businesses that are starting and not enough talent and talented entrepreneurs to be able to help and scale these businesses up. So to also give you another comparison, I'm going to be comparing this to one of the biggest spurts of generational wealth that pretty much all of us know and have seen pretty much live. So the gold rush, oil, early real estate, we all know that these 3 pretty much business models, if you would like to call them, were massive trends and crazy opportunity for pretty much anybody that got into it achieved generational wealth, which is insane, right? What is also actually happening while the gold rush happened, while oil was a thing, while real estate was a thing, there were other business models that stemmed off of these pretty much trends and that created multiple millionaires. And to use an example, I'm going to be talking about an entrepreneur that took advantage of the gold rush, but he didn't actually collect any of the gold. And his name was Brandon. Okay, Brandon, during the gold rush, essentially the way that he was making money was by selling equipment, shovels, and everything a person would need to take advantage of the gold rush. What Brandon did was he leveraged a trend and an opportunity, but he was at such a different angle. His business model was essentially guaranteed cash flow. Okay, by providing the necessary tools for the miners to dig, he provided something of what we call high value, which is something that everyone desperately needed to take advantage of a certain trend. Okay, this is the same situation, but on a larger scale on what we are currently going through right now. There are millions and thousands of creators and online businesses starting, but there are certain things that these people need in order to have their businesses scale, okay, which is where we come in, high ticket closers and appointment setters, which I'm going to be talking about. And we are currently seeing this live, $1 trillion online education market. There are 2 sides to the coin, right? The market is one side, but the talent that supplies the market is the other side, right? And a great example for this, I'm going to show you some of the top people in our space: Grant Cardone, Tai Lopez, Iman Ghazi, Patrick Bet-David, Andrew Tate. You definitely know this guy. Luke Belmore, Hormozi. Every single one of these serial entrepreneurs, they have started businesses that have scaled to billions of dollars, millions of dollars, okay, every single year. But do you think that they got there by themselves? No, they all leveraged other entrepreneurs like me to help them scale their businesses and are paying people like me thousands of dollars to do this. So to break down how exactly this works and how you can take advantage of it right now and make a lot of money, I have more breakdowns for you. Okay, so there are 2 ways that you can take advantage of this. And one is called appointment setting and the other is called remote closing, which I have way more detailed breakdowns on my YouTube that you can watch, but I'm gonna give you a basic overview, okay? And essentially, all you have to do is partner up with a creator, learn sales, which is the number one skill set for entrepreneurs, set appointments, and get paid. That is the business model of appointment setting, okay? So there are millions of creators and businesses every single year, but you only have to work with just one of them, okay? And essentially what is happening is they genuinely need your help because they cannot run their businesses without entrepreneurs like you and me. These businesses and these creators, they all get thousands of people hitting them up every single day that want to work with them, but they literally cannot respond to them because they literally do not have the time. And this is exactly where we come in. They hire people like me and you to handle this for them. And essentially all you have to do is have simple conversations with people, okay, with their following, with the people that want to work with them, just like this, and all these DMs that I have examples, and send links on their behalf, okay? That is literally it. You send them links, and essentially what happens is they book a call with the team and with the creators and businesses sales team, and that's when you get paid. That is it. That is appointment setting in a nutshell. All you have to do is partner with the creator, learn sales, set appointments, and you get paid. And you can get paid a lot of money, just like the screenshots that I have right here. Proof, more 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 proof. You get the picture. Okay, and essentially remote closing is the exact same thing. You have to partner with the creator, okay, learn sales, and instead of setting appointments through the DMs and handling conversations like appointment setting, remote closers will just take the sales calls on the creator's behalf as well, okay? And this is gonna happen via Zoom calls, just like this. These are some of my students taking calls live, which I have live sales calls, which you can watch. And the way remote closing works is you just have to have conversations on the creator's behalf via Zoom calls and get them to close the deal. And remember, these deals are just high ticket offers that these creators, these business owners, and everyone you see on the internet are offering. And it is as simple as that. You can get paid. You can get paid just by simply using these things that you have and a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection to make money. And I know this sounds simple, but this is happening every single day. Thousands of leads are hopping on calls with these creators' businesses and wanting to work with them. Or like Amazon FBA, where you buy products and you sell them on Amazon. You don't have to do that. You don't have to learn marketing or ads. You don't have to start social media. You don't need a lot of time, and you don't need to suffer complex shit like most of the businesses on the internet. The only thing you need is to learn the number one skill set that an entrepreneur can learn, which is sales. A laptop or a phone, both work, they're both viable, right? Wi-Fi, a couple hours a day, and a brain and some effort. This is what I did. That is all I did to start both of my companies and be able to make thousands of dollars on the internet. If you have a brain and you put in some effort, you can do the exact same, okay? Now, to compare this also to most CEOs and most businesses, I'm going to be breaking down the average of high-ticket closers' earnings and how much you can make within this business model, okay? So I asked ChatGPT the exact same thing. I asked them how many high-ticket closers and appointment setters actually come into the market every single year. And the estimate was about 50,000 to 100,000 high-ticket closers that enter the market every single year. Now, let's remember how many businesses are starting every single year. 5 million to 50,000 and 100,000 just shows you how much opportunity there is right now within this business model. 5 million businesses to 50,000 to 100,000. The businesses are completely outgrowing the talent that there is to pretty much help scale the offers and scale the businesses. There's way too much opportunity that even I can handle myself. And to show you the exact earnings, I actually asked ChatGPT to give me the top 1% of the earners of the high ticket sales niche. Okay, so high ticket closers on the top 1% are earning anywhere from 200,000 to 500,000 per year, which is well above the glorified $10,000 a month. Okay, 200 to 500,000 is the average. The top performers are making $500,000 minimum annually plus. Okay, plus, which is insane. And to compare that, I compared it to how many CEOs and how much they make on average, and it's less. It is literally less. CEOs make anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000 per year globally on average, which is insane. And CEO, which everybody wants to be, okay, and this is traditional business models. $200,000 to $300,000 compared to high ticket closers, $200,000 to $500,000. That's how insane this opportunity is, okay? And the traditional business models, not only do you have to go through insane competition, it has a 99% failure rate, way too much time, you have to learn 1,000 skill sets, 100% risk, pretty much a slave to the business. If done incorrectly, you will make less than a high ticket closer. This is actual statistics and this is actual facts of the average in the entire market and online businesses. This is actual facts. First year, 20% of businesses fail within the first year. First 5 years, roughly 50% of businesses fail within 5 years. First 10 years, after a decade, only 30% of businesses are actually operating. Okay, traditional business models. This is insane. Now, to compare traditional business models to high ticket closing, there is more demand than ever. There is quite literally not guaranteed cash flow, but basically guaranteed cash flow with how many businesses are starting. Okay, there's more demand by 1,000x. It is a more leveraged way to bring in $10,000, $100,000 a month, okay, for your business when starting out. Okay, you don't need to learn 1,000 things. You can gain insights into pretty much how businesses operate. Okay, this is exactly how I did it. You have a 99% success rate, okay, which is complete 180 of 100% risk and 99% failure, which is most businesses. You have to learn one skill set, and you have more freedom than 100% of CEOs and entrepreneurs just by being in this business model, which is really, really insane to think about. Now that you kind of got like an overview of the business model and how it works, this is where I actually put my money where my mouth is. Okay, and I'm going to go over the results that I've gotten over for my businesses that I've personally worked with, as well as people like yourself that have gotten in this business model by working with me. This is Danny, and he was able to collect $250,000 cash for his business in 30 days, which is a $3 million run rate within his first month. This is his before state, and this is his after state. Okay, and I have a lot, so I'm just going to go through these real quick. PB Investing generated $150,000 a month within his first 90 days by working with us. Pretty much a $1.8 million a year run rate. Trading niche. Okay, this is him. This is his profiles. Proof. Vincent launched his new offer, did $30,000 his first month, $365,000 a year run rate. Now he prints $100K a month with a pretty much $1 million a year business on autopilot. He's in the fitness niche. This is him. Renell went from $5,000 a month to $100,000 in his first 30 days, collected $420,000 cash his first quarter with us, $5 million a year run rate, e-commerce niche. Toby, he runs an agency on one of the top organizations on LinkedIn, $1.2 million a year. Insane. Samir generated 17.5 cash collected in 2 weeks, which is $420,000 a year, before state, after state. Drew partnered with us, did 21K cash in 72 hours, which is $200,000 a month, $2.5 million a year. Nat generated 21,000 in 24 hours, went from 0 to 48K in 48 days, $500,000 and some change, plus a year. Content niche, I'm just trying to go through these. Charles, 8K to 40K. Okay, Mark, 50K in 45 days. Eamon, 40K and $500,000 a year, first month. 14-year-old Jake, 0 to $40,000 with his offer, $500,000 a year. Dylon, 33K in 14 days. Noah, 4K a month to 22K a month. Ethan, 30K's first week, $120,000 a month. Sky, 21 in 24 hours. Braden, 45 in 30 days. Brandon, 20 in 30 days. You kind of get Andrew, 10K in 60 days. Emilio, Amarius, 0 to 10K. Fadi, $100,000 with a trading offer his first month. Okay. Now that was just the businesses that I've personally been able to help and been a part of. Now I'm actually going to go through people that have been in your shoes that took advantage of this business model, okay, with remote closing and high ticket sales as well. Okay. So Genesis, $4,700 a month. Before, she was working a 9 to 5 at a fitness center with no previous experience, looked into drop shipping, but it did not work out for her. After state, $4,700 a month. Caspian, $4,000 a month. Working at a 9 to 5 and going through internships to start out going to school for business. He tried crypto, tried trading Forex. After state, he was doing pretty much $4,000 a month within his first 2 months. Sophia generated $25,000 her first month. Before, she was a very well experienced sales rep within the real estate space. She was a real estate agent. She just needed somewhere to put her expertise to use. Okay, worked with Innovate, leveraging my network, landed a 1% opportunity. Jordan, $33,000 a month. He was working a 9 to 5 as a hotel person and trying to make dropshipping and e-commerce work, but realized the model was not viable for a beginner. And with every single one of these people, I have a YouTube interview that you guys can go and watch to prove that these are real people and real results. I am not just yapping, okay? Keyshawn, $25,000 a month within his first month, and he's been in the game for 5+ years with pretty much $1,000 in profit throughout the entire 5 years he was an entrepreneur. Okay, he tried things like trading, clothing brand, e-commerce, reselling, and within his first 30 days working with us, started making $25,000 a month working with a top 1% company. Okay, KJ, $17K a month, already in the same model, just looking for better opportunities. Chike, $10,000 a month. He tried a couple models by himself with little to no success and almost gave up, but then partnered with us, $10,000 a month. Nazar, $100,000 his first month. Luca, $8,000 a month his first month. Chris, $15K a month his first month. Rusi, $40,000 his first month. Aiden, there's a plethora of results from this business model because of the fact that the opportunity right now is insane. Now, just from seeing those results, you guys can already tell that this is one of the most lucrative business models to start in 2025 and for the next 10+ years. And these people were literally just like me and you, okay, normal people that worked normal 9 to 5s that had no idea about business, okay, and they were able to hop into this opportunity and make a plethora. No, cut that last part. And make an enormous amount of money every single month per month, okay? And if you guys want to replicate these guys' success, okay, people that were just like you and me, if you want to replicate their success, there's going to be a link in the description of this video, okay, that you can click on and get access to the same opportunity that they did. If you are serious about locking in on 2025 and really starting that business that you know you need to start, be able to make money from the internet, from your phones, with your laptop, just like these people were, just like me, okay, click the link. It will change your life. I hope you guys found inspiration from this video. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.